Yes.
Oh, look, there's Terry.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. My wife's a little camera shy. She just doesn't want to be in the.
That's all right. I just turned my camera off. There you go.
We're gonna have probably, I have a PowerPoint, so we'll probably be looking at that mainly. We'll be
Okay.
off kind of this side. So.
I'm Colleen, by the way,
Oh, Colleen, nice to meet you.
from Orlando.
All right. So you've been on a few trips with them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I found my name tag, but I didn't find any luggage tags. So
Yeah, I have a bunch of them here at the house, so I'll have some with me. So at least we'll have them when we get to the airport, and then they know taking the bags up and, taking, picking up the bags when we're ready to leave. So that'll work. So you haven't been skiing this year though?
no, not this year, not yet.
No. Yeah.
Last February.
Yeah, everybody's ready to go. We've had to cancel a few trips. There's Roger. So some people, it's easy to tell who they are because their names come up. I don't know who Aunt Carr is.
It's Carolyn. She's with me.
Ah, Aunt Carolyn, not Aunt Carr.
Yeah.
So she's the shy one. She's being incognito.
Yeah, she's just gonna listen. She's in a car.
Oh, I got you. So it does work. Aunt Carr, there she is. Aunt Carr in her car.
Yeah.
Yes, this is Carolyn. I'm driving home from school, but growing up, my nieces and nephew couldn't say Aunt Carolyn, so it was always Aunt Carr. So that's the way I'm always written now, Aunt Carr.
Makes it easy. Makes it easy for me. I'll call you Aunt Carr if you want me to.
There you go.
So people slowly rolling on here, hoping we get a good turnout. Normally we'd be over at Bill Jackson's having drinks and food, but
we can have drinks. We can have drinks here.
Oh, you're having drinks? I'm having a drink, but nothing alcoholic, So. Hey, Mrs. Crooks.
Hey, Pam.
Hi, Pam. You're on mute, Pam, but that's all right. If you don't want to talk to us, that's all right. Pam, weren't you just out skiing? Hey, Don. Marcella, how you doing?
Hey,
Very
fine,
good.
fine. I don't know. Terry, all right. I guess it was him.
Hey, Teddy.
Mhm. Can you grab something to put underneath?
Everybody's on here. I'll give it another minute or two as we're going here. So Lori, is Steve watching hockey? Is that why he can't be present?
He's listening. He turned it
Oh, okay.
down. Hasn't quite started yet, so.
Yeah, he'll be all right. How's it going, Teddy?
It's good. How are you?
Good, doing well, doing well. So
Yeah, I have a situation.
What's that?
Well, I reserved my skis, but it's at the Snake Dance Condos Reservation.
Yeah,
Somehow.
I think you have to choose once you go in there. You can choose the
Alpine.
Location.
Alpine Extreme. Yes.
Alpine Extreme. So, because it says here from Cotham's Taos Ski Valley.
Yeah, it's.
I just called today and got mine changed.
Did you?
Yeah, that's
And
what you're gonna
tell me
have to
again,
do.
it's- let me
I-
get
I
it.
called the number on my receipt and they just changed it to the Alpine for me.
And
Yeah,
it's called Alpine what?
Extreme. It's
Alpine.
not. It's spelled with just with an X, not an EX.
Okay.
And that's my mistake because I thought there would only be one, Turns out there's a couple in the little village there, so.
Okay, I will change it. I'll call them. It's probably
Yeah.
too, well, let's see, it's only 5 o'clock there. Oh, no, it'd probably be 4 o'clock, huh?
2 hours,
It's just 2 hours?
2 hours, yep. So
Okay.
hopefully we'll get a few more people here.
Okay.
If you know my fraternity brothers, they're always late, so there's let's see, there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
So a lot of people are doing their own air because when I saw who you're checking in, it didn't seem like very many people.
Correct. A lot of people doing their own air because they're
Yeah, we
coming
have-
from different. Most people are coming from different places, so
And we all have credits from all the canceled trips.
True, true.
yeah. I mean, that's what I was thinking too. You know, is everybody last year had probably credits from something. You know, some flight that got canceled, so they hopped on there. So, all right. Well, I'm going to throw on this PowerPoint and hopefully I won't screw things up. I'll still be able to see you guys. Let's see. How's that? Can you guys see that? Oh, wait a second.
Not yet. Oh,
How
Here
about
it's starting.
now?
There we
How
go.
about now?
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Are we good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, all
Oh, now we're
right.
on the side.
Mhm.
So,
Pretty
all
cool.
right. So I'll have to handhold some other people and if they show up or not. But here we are. I didn't know if we were actually going to make it on this trip. I'm sure a lot of you felt the same way.
True.
So back in December, early December, Roger was fearful. I was fearful. We didn't know what to expect because we saw that New Mexico was shut down. We didn't think that, they'd be letting anybody in or we'd have to get a COVID test or something.
Mhm.
Well, the operator that set up the trip and the lodging and the mountain all came back to us and said, nope, you guys are coming. There's no enforcement in Taos County and there's been other groups there and to move forward. So that's what we're doing. So I'm sure you're all happy about, we're going to get a chance to ski.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're still in red zone. So as of right today, there is no indoor dining. So everything's takeout at this point. So we're gonna have, that's the main thing we're gonna have to deal with. So, but I guess if you focused on skiing, it's gonna be the right thing to do then. So anyway, I'm Terry Barton. I've been with the club for many years. Roger has also been with the club many years. He was past president of the club. I've been on the board. So we have a little bit of experience.
Gary's going to be president next year.
With any, God willing, I may be president next year. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet. I haven't decided. So anyway, just a few things to talk about. We're going to try to cover everything because we got about 40 minutes on my Zoom because I'm cheap and didn't want to buy the Zoom product. I'm using the free version. So normally we do introductions when we have an in-person thing, but I figure we're going to be on the bus for 2 hours, so we'll do our introductions then. So we'll be able to, have plenty of time to do that.
Hey, Terry,
Yes.
have you mentioned that there are 28 people on the trip? Does everybody know that?
Yeah.
28.
There's 28 people, including Roger and myself and our wives and whoever else is going to be on there. So
Okay.
we had a late arrival on there. We had a few people cancel because they just didn't feel comfortable traveling, which is fine. We at one point had like 30 some people, and like Roger said, we're at 28 right now, including us.
Okay.
So just some things you might want to say when you introduce yourself, name, where'd you learn to ski? How, have you been on any trips with the club? have you ever been to Taos? Those types of things. Those are good icebreakers to kind of start your day with. All right, so this is like the fine print stuff that you have to do. You know, when you're doing anything, it's basically talking about, you know, what we are kind of our COVID thing that we should think about. And, you know, since Tampa is kind of the epicenter probably now of COVID after having a Super Bowl here and then all the celebrating last night. So my wife and I are pretty much not going very far from home this week, so we can avoid all that nonsense. But we're going to take a COVID test. I strongly encourage you to take one just to make sure that, you know, you're not leaving town with COVID and getting on a plane and getting on a bus and hanging out with people. And, you know, they've taken a lot of tests, the staff at Taos, and they've kept themselves pretty well COVID free up there. So
Yeah, they haven't had any
certainly-
cases this season.
Yep. I certainly can't require
Neither
you to
has
do it,
China.
but I'm going to strongly encourage it. That's all I can say. And I'm going to do mine on Wednesday and should know by Thursday, usually, or Friday at the latest, what the story is.
I just took a trip and nobody would guarantee me they could have it back in 3 days. So I took the fast one through Baycare, and it was $175, and which I had to pay. And actually, when I got to Maine, I don't think anybody even asked me for it.
Well, I have traveled too, and I went to Pennsylvania when they were supposedly on lockdown, and nobody asked me a question. So I don't anticipate any problems. I'm going to CVS. I tell them that I have a couple symptoms, and they check me out for free. So that's what we've been doing. So
And at the Buck Stadium, it's free.
Really?
Yep, no charge.
You're local.
If
I
you-
just
if
had
you
my
give
I just
blood-
had my second vaccine, so I think I'm going to be.
You're
Hey.
fine then.
Yeah.
Way to
You
go.
know, you can
Congratulations.
get a COVID test right at the airport for $60, 72 hours before your flight. All you have to do is show that you're going to be on a flight, and Baycare is there, and they do the quick test. Within 15 minutes, you get your results, and you can leave. And if you pull into short-term parking, if you can be in and out of there within an hour, and it doesn't even cost you anything to park. I did that because I just got back from Snowmass, and we
Right.
had to have a COVID test within 72 hours and have an affidavit completed and given to Pitkin County, which is where Snowmass is. And
Right.
it was very easy to go to the airport for $60. It's the same thing. It's Baycare.
Right. And that
Well, I
was
was-
that was the rapid test. So like you said, you found out in 15, 20 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And where in the airport are they?
It is up on air side between E and F.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah, you can't miss them. You go to turn, the air side E and F, and they're right in the middle.
okay. So that's a option too, if you want to do
And
that.
it's only 65, huh? Because it's Baycare that I get it.
Well,
60.
yeah, that's the rapid test. The other test I know is like 130 at the airport. 'Cause I did look into that before. There's the two tests. There's the rapid test, and then there's
The
the one
PCR.
that they ship off to Quest, and it comes back 2 days later, and that's where you get it. So anyway, just obviously, all the public places we're going to be, airports, airplanes, buses, lodging, lift lines, et cetera, they're going to require masks. So just be prepared with that. So we're just trying to be as safe as we can. Traveling now is, it's more of a struggle than it should be, but it is what it is. So, okay. So where is Taos Ski Valley? I don't know if you've been there or not. I've been there a couple times. It's about 50 miles south of Colorado when you actually get up. So as a bird flies, it's probably about 50 miles, maybe a little less. So, and this map here just shows the airport up to Taos Ski Valley. And then it also shows where Taos is, the town of Taos. The town of Taos is about 20 miles, 18 miles from Ski Valley. And then you go up the hill to the Ski Valley because the elevation in the town of Taos is relatively low. They don't even get that much snow there. But you go up into the valley and they've got quite a few because it's 9,000, a little over 9,000 feet at the base of the Taos Ski Valley. And it goes up to about 12,000, maybe a little bit more. So just be careful, start hydrating yourself, but be aware that it is high elevation. So now we'll stop on our way up at the grocery store in Taos called Smith's. You can pre-order the food if you want. You could do that and then just pick it up once you get there. So that's an option. All right, so this just kind of shows you that little drive. It's 20-30 minute drive from the town of Taos up to the ski valley. So just wanted you to be aware of that. It's just a little picture of the village and the front face of the mountain, what you'll see when you get there. And it may be about that kind of lighting. I don't know. I anticipate we'll get there about 5:30. If we land at 1:30, I think we'll get up there about 5:30. So, and then this is their protocol up there. This is right on their website, basically just trying to, do what they can to be as safe as they can. They're 25% capacity. So it's a quote unquote a holiday weekend because it's President's weekend when we get there, but they're still maxing out at 25% on the mountain. And normally there isn't any lift lines anyway, maybe just as the start of the day, but that's it. So I anticipate we're not going to see many lift lines past Sunday. So maybe a little bit Monday morning, if there is any at all. Again, there's protocol there, what they're requiring at at Ski Valley. Same thing probably as I mentioned before, just trying to do what we can to stay safe. Okay, so this is the front of the lodging. We'll be pulling up to that area. And you'll notice the thing on the left there, it says Bumps Market. That's a little grocery store. They have liquor in there. They have basic groceries, not a lot. Maybe some, toiletries, a little bit of that. So if you forgot your toothpaste or something, you could get it there. And then off to the right of that, you'll see that's the reception area. So that's what it'll look like as we arrive up to the top of the mountain. And then we're in, there are 2 studios, which have one individual in each, and then the rest are 1 and 2 bedroom condos that the rest of the group has. I think we have about 4 or 5 of each of those. So each one has a full kitchen, has a fireplace, and has a little Juliet balcony. So you can open your door and kind of look out. I don't know which way they'll be facing. So, hopefully we're looking at the mountain, but we may be looking at the village on the other side. All right, this is probably kind of hard to see, but the Snake Dance has a restaurant called the Hondo. I sent out some menus today with an email that I sent as a reminder. So unfortunately, they're only open Wednesday through Sunday. So Monday and Tuesday, you kind of have to figure out, probably plan on eating in your room that night or trying to find someplace else in the village that may be serving. Okay. So I doubt that they'll have any, the bar, obviously the bar and lounge won't be open, but you'll be able to get drinks probably for takeout. I'm not sure exactly how that works. And I doubt there'll be any hot tubs available for us to, do our normal thing there. Somebody did ask me about laundries. They do have guest laundries. Probably not many of the units themselves have them, but on property there is some laundry units, some washer and dryers. And the Wi-Fi is for free for all the guests at the snake dance. All right. Another nice thing is each unit has a storage locker on the second floor. It'll be your key to your room, will be the key to your locker. So that will work out well. That way, you know, once you get your stuff, you can leave it in there. And remind me to talk about rentals here. I think it's on my list, but, and that's all free for us. So you'll see that. Just to kind of A1 Express, you know, we've been using them for years. You can go there and there's a link on our website that will take you there. I think it gives you a free day, or it's $6 a day or something. The express parking or the econo parking at the airports, I think $9 or $10 a day. So that's still a bargain for us. Works pretty well. It's over by the World of Beers there, right on Boy Scout, right on that little plaza there. Let's see here. Yeah, here's what you were referring to. There's only 7 of us on our flight from Tampa. Actually, there's 8 because our last person that jumped on, he got on our same flights. So we're all good. I can check us in at 8:05 on Friday because I can do it there's only one number, and I can just check you all off and get us booked on Friday. So I'm usually Johnny on the spot with that, right? At 8:05, as soon as it clicks from 8:04 to 8:05, I'm clicking and getting in there, and I'll try to get us booked as soon as you can. That way you don't really have to worry about it, and we're not trying to cross over top of people trying to help each other out. Okay. But, you know, if necessary, if you feel the need, you could try to check in, but hopefully I'll beat you to the punch. All right. And be at the airport 6:05. I don't anticipate it being very crowded there, but you never know. If you're running late, please give me a call. There's a number, and I'll have some name tags for you, or bag tags and name tags at the airport for those. If you don't need another one, that's fine too. Southwest, you know, you get to 2 bags, and if you're taking skis and boots count as one, and then you have another bag. So that's good news. We don't have to pay for our bags, which could be quite expensive on ski trips. So that's the good news. All right, we fly into Phoenix, and then we fly into Albuquerque. We are actually the last group that'll be there. Everybody else that has other flights should be there before us if their flights are on time. So they should be waiting for us, probably already have their bags. So we'll try to, you know, get our stuff and get on the road. So when we get there, we'll just gather our stuff. There'll be somebody from the snake dance that will meet us there, show us where our shuttle is. I say shuttle, it's a 50-person bus. There'll be 25 of us on there because we have a couple people driving in from Colorado and 1 person driving in from Phoenix. So we'll have, you know, 25 people on there, so we'll be able to spread out. We'll do our introductions and all that good stuff. We will stop at Smith's Grocery in Taos, and then after we get done there, we'll head up on to the snake dance. Once we get there, they'll have a Zoom welcome meeting for us at a time determined based on when we arrive. And they'll give me the lift tickets, and I will distribute them, you know, that evening whenever I get a hold of them. So let's see. And remember, those are by day. They're not by, you know, 4 out of 5 days or 3 out of 4 days. It's whatever day you signed up for, you'll have a ticket for that day. So just beware of that. Equipment rentals. Christie's. I don't know if we'll have time to do it on Saturday when we arrive. They probably will be shut down by the time we get there. It's Saturday night at 5 o'clock. I'm guessing people want to be on their way home at that point. So we'll have to do it the next morning. They open at 8. You need to get your skis and stuff. All right. Oh, very important. Normally you can, they'll let you keep your skis for a day if you're taking a day off. They told Roger that that was a no-go, that we actually had to take them back. So, but we can certainly ask that question when you're getting your rentals. If it's like, oh, do I have to bring them back? I'm skiing Monday and Tuesday or whatever. I'm, taking Wednesday off or Tuesday, whatever. You can see what they say. I mean, I don't understand it because there's no way they're going to run out of equipment. It's going to be probably whatever you want, a lot to choose from. All right. So just to kind of wrap up what we're doing, then we get there or the next day, for breakfast, places open at 8. There are a few places, again, it's takeout only. So, again, probably best to stock up on that stuff. You can wear your name tags. That way, at least people will know you're in the group. Hopefully, what I plan to do on Sunday, if you're skiing, is to do a little blues cruise around the mountain. I can pretty much show you where all the lifts are and how to get from one place to the other. So we'll do that first thing when we get there. They do have ski school, but it's only private lessons. And I think Roger said there was it 3 or 4 people is all you can have in that private lesson?
Yeah, 4 people total.
Yeah. And the plan is to meet outside the snake dance and, leave it, get in line or whatever at 8:45 and head up the mountain. The next thing, and we can meet at lunch. The only kind of eatery on the mountain they have is this place called the Bavarian, and it's outdoor seating. So, wherever you are, it would be outdoor seating, but you can go and get your food, and then they'll have picnic tables and such. I don't know if they have heaters or anything in that area, but I hear they have really good food, and if it's called the Bavarian, they probably have good beer there too. So. I'm guessing, but no, I've been there. It's a nice place, and the front of it's kind of nice, and it's kind of a cool place, and when it's a sunny day.
Yeah, I have a
So,
question.
Go ahead.
Is there any gondolas or anything for non-skiers that can come up?
There
Or
is
no?
no gondolas at Taos.
Okay.
And I don't know if they do any lift rides. They may. I'll look into that and see if they do any of those. I didn't see anything about that, but I'll see if they have something like that. All right. So if you look at our lodging, okay, the lodging is this tan building on the right there. All right, so one lower, and you'll see a door right there. That's the door we would come out of the snake dance and go right to the lift. That's how close we are to the lift.
Wow.
Right there. So that's a good thing. The rental place is on the other end in the next building over from the snake dance. So it's adjacent to our building. So just for your knowledge. Now I'm really bummed out because that building up above towards the slope, that brown building is called the St. Bernard. It's a very historic classic place there, but the owner there died in October and they decided not to open it this year because on the other side of that building, there was a whole big deck that people were able to just be outside and stuff. So that was kind of a bummer when I heard that. So, but we'll manage. But as you can see, very close. We probably have to walk around here to get to the lift line to get there. All right, so big mountain, very big mountain. They've got pretty much half and half on the green, blue, and the expert. So that's actually Roger jumping through some trees. So
Yeah.
he's pretty talented that way. And then
That's a bunch of bullshit.
he is very talented. I will say that he's very talented on his snowboard. So high elevation, 9,200 feet. Are you seeing some gift? Yeah, get rid of that. So there's the breakout of advanced, expert, intermediate, beginner. Like I said, the top is 12,000. The lift that takes you to the very top, which they put in 5 years ago, is not running yet. I don't know if they don't have enough snow or if they've been worried about avalanche or whatever. But I used to have to hike up to that top stuff there, and it was a brutal hike. And then they put this lift up there, and now I don't know if it's going to be open or not. So we'll see. We just hope they get a lot of snow, which is predicted. They're supposed to get a lot of snow at the end of this week, starting Thursday evening or Friday. We're supposed to get for 2 or 3 days, which would be excellent for us.
They have a pretty good base right so far. They're
Yes.
they're not the tops in the Western US, but they're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, they've got quite a bit of snow. They had a pretty good dumping a week or so ago. So this is my wife. Last time we were at Taos, I was able to capture that picture. So
Oh, Brenda, way to go.
she likes to get a little crazy. But, you know, like I said, forget the crowds. The trails will not be packed. You'll have plenty of room on every slope to do whatever you want. If you feel like flying off a rock, you'll be able to do it.
No thanks.
No thanks. Nobody's signing up for that. Okay, so here's a little bit more interest. You know, 110 marked trails, 14 lifts, 13 have been running regularly. Hopefully, you know, you can see the vertical. It has some steepness to it, what the base is and where the peak is. So this next one is a little bigger picture of the map, so I can kind of show you down at the bottom there where it says Resort Center down here. That's where our lodging is. That's the lift that we were looking at. So this Owl's Run is like their famous run. It's a black run straight under that lift, and then you can see there's black over there. And then, but when we get there, you know, do the Blues Cruise, we'll probably take this Porcupine over here to lift 8. We'll go up 8 and we'll probably come down this lower Shuffleburger and then go back up, kind of ski down to lift 2, go up there. This is where you'll go and you get freaked out because you'll see all these cliffs and stuff as we're riding the lift up. But then you can see there's a green that goes off here or a blue that goes down here. We'll probably go atop the green and then drop down into this blue and then come down to lift 7, take that up. And I can't remember which, this is like lift 7A. I can't remember what direction that goes, but it helps you navigate from one side to the other. It's a small little lift, but like I said, I don't remember if it goes to the right or goes to the left. I'm guessing it goes to the right, but I can't really remember. But if you are up here way at the top and want to get to the bottom, there is this blue run here that you can take down this way and come around, and then this comes all the way down to the bottom. Or you can go all the way around on this green and then come all the way back down this way. So there is some pretty good bailout to get you back to the home base. Over here on lift 7, where I was talking, right underneath lift 7 is a terrain park. I skied that because it was a nice blue run. The actual terrain part of it, you can ski around. So it's not like it's the only thing on that run. So that is definitely skiable. And then we'll go back up and then we'll come down, and then we'll probably come all the way down over here and come over here to lift 4. And at the bottom here, that's where the Bavarian is. That's where that outdoor eating is, that you can get lunch on the mountain. There it is right there. So, and then if you're tired, then you can just bail out down this green, come all the way back to the base. If not, you can go back up to the top. There's blue right under there, nice big bowl, and then you can ski down to your wherever you're feeling. All right. So that's just a little bit about the mountain. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to have that Zoom welcome party on Saturday, and then we'll get some rest and be ready to go. That Sunday is Valentine's Day, so if you haven't got if you have a significant other or something yet, you might want to do that before you go. And then we do the blues cruise, and then we'll have lunch. Then we'll enjoy our evening. Monday, my plan is to have some kind of scavenger hunt and trivia for fabulous prizes. So we'll be texting you during the day. I will text you what your scavenger hunt items are. It's probably mainly going to be pictures in front of different spots around the mountain if you're skiing. And then for the people that aren't skiing, they'll have some trivia questions because Roger and I want to give away as many prizes as we can. And there'll probably be stuff that you'll really enjoy. All right, so then Tuesday, wear your favorite sports jersey. We're gonna have, whatever your team is. Since we are the city of champions now in Tampa, you can wear your Bucks jersey, you can wear your Lightning jersey, you can wear your Rays jersey. I mean, whatever. If you're, unfortunately from someplace else in the United States, other than Houston, you don't have a championship team right now. So good luck, but wear whatever you feel you want on Tuesday, and we'll probably take a group photo with that, and we will, take a picture with our mask, and without our mask, we'll socially distance so nobody gets mad at us for taking a picture of a group. So if you've ever been on my trips, I always have a chocolate party. Unfortunately, we can't really gather at this point. So we're going to kind of do like a drive-by where you guys can stop by my condo, pick up some hot chocolate and some goodies and take them back to your room or whatever, so, but I figure you would want to indulge in a little chocolate, whether we could meet or not. Wednesday, the Snake Dance is actually sponsoring a dinner, so that's why you should pick something on the menu that you want for dinner that evening. Well, it's obviously takeout, so you pick up your dinner and take it out. We're also going to do some kind of dinner, and Roger and I kind of debated, should we do it Thursday or Friday? I really don't care. We can do it either day, that we'll sponsor and pick up dinner for that night. So if you have a preference, let me know. But I
We could take a vote.
What's that?
Terry, we could take a vote on the bus maybe.
Okay, sounds good. We'll do that.
Are you going to be handing out name tags?
I will be handing out name tags.
Okay.
If you have them from trips gone by, that's fine, but I will have name tags. Let's see, last day would be Friday. Grab your souvenirs before everything closes down and everything. If you want the ski staff or the staff at the Snake Dance to pick up your skis, you have to leave them outside your room between 5 and 6, and they'll put them down in storage because our bus will leave, I'm guessing at 7 a.m. because our flight's at 11. I think most everybody's is after that. So we'll probably be leaving at around 7 a.m. All right. And that's it. That's the picture of the Bavarian restaurant.
Oh, that's
right there.
cute.
So that's all the info that I could think of at the moment, but I'm sure you have questions. So you better hurry up because I only have 40 minutes on this. It might shut us out of here. And if you do, email me or call me. You have my info if you have any particular questions. But
This is Don. I have a question about the lift tickets. If you
yes.
want to buy an additional day, can you do it there? Or there's some sort of reservation system you have to go through?
If you wanted to add a day, yes, you probably want to do that before we go, just to make sure they were available for that day. So there is an online on their website, taosskivalley.com, that you can order a ticket.
Okay.
So I was actually kind of fooling around with that today because I wanted to see how much discount we got. And, you know, when you look at lift ticket prices, I mean, Deer Valley was charging $230 a day during peak season. Now it's like 200 because of the lower volumes. I think a lot of those places jacked up their prices. Taos did not, even though they're only at 25%. But these, we didn't get as big a discount as I would have normally thought we would have from them. So the ticket price, you know, it's going to be 90 something probably. Well, it's either 85 depending on what day it is, or it's like 128 on the weekend. So it's a pretty big difference between weekday and weekend if you wanted to buy another one. But what also happens, Don, is some people decide they don't want to ski the number of days, and they may want to sell a day. That happens too. So it's, you can take your chance or not, but that does happen.
All right, just for the sake of time.
I usually end up giving away a day.
Yeah, people do. I mean, you know, I always ski 6 days, even if one day it's only a half a day. So, any other questions?
Yeah, I have a comment, not really a question, but just, I was looking at for the COVID regulations for the state of New Mexico.
Yeah.
And I believe on Wednesday, it said February the 10th, there would be another update.
Well, I'm crossing my fingers, Don, because if they get to 5% positivity rate, and they're at like 6% right now, they'll go to yellow. And that will allow some indoor dining. So I'm crossing my fingers that they update us to that. The governor wanted to go to start letting kids back in school this week. So, you know.
I'm just saying we have a chance anyway.
Yeah.
I think the data's updated.
So you're saying we have a chance. I agree.
Well, that's what happened to
I'm
last
hoping,
time.
Don.
When we were in Snowmass, they upgraded from red alert to orange, and the last couple of days, they allowed indoor dining. You know, with some restrictions, but it was nice.
Yeah, so we're hopeful, you know. Any other comments or questions? I don't know. I'm excited. It's going to be nice to get out and ski. If you love to ski, it's going to be a great trip for that. I'm hoping we can do, you know, a little bit of social and we get to, you know each other a little better and all that. And it's going to be a good time, I think, regardless of what we're fighting against here. So,
Terry,
yes.
I was thinking maybe we should bury a case of beer in the snow somewhere, you know, on the last day, and all decide to meet at 3:30 in the afternoon at some, you know, predetermined location, and
Where the beer is.
yeah, where the beer is.
I like that idea.
That
I
sounds
that
like
idea.
a good idea.
Second.
Yeah.
You know that Roger, he's always thinking about beer or wine.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, that's good. I'm looking forward to it. My wife is too, even though she doesn't like to be in the picture here. So you want to
lucky
wave,
we
you want to
can
wave to
go.
the crowd? Come wave to the crowd.
Where's Brenda? Come over
Come on,
here.
Brenda, just wave
I'm
to the
looking
crowd.
forward to it. And by the way, that was not me.
I thought that was you. It looked like you. So, but anyway, no, it'll be fun. And, you know, if you have any questions during the week, call me, email me. And if not, we'll either see you at the airport or we'll see you in Albuquerque. Is there a song? See you in Albuquerque or something? Or meet you in Albuquerque?
Make it up.
The right one, yeah.
There's
I'll
got to
have
be
to
a
write
song. There has to be a song.
Yeah. Oh, there's actually a Partridge Family song. Something about Albuquerque. So I'll have to load that on my phone and play it. So
Can't wait.
yeah.
We're excited about that, Terry.
Oh, hey, it was one of my favorite Partridge Family songs. And fortunately, you're old enough to know who the Partridge Family is.
I'm pleased to say that I never watched that show once.
I've seen every episode. Love it. Keith, man, he had it going on. Lori, you know it. So anything else, gang? I can let you go back to your regular scheduled programming, and the Lightning are on at 8 o'clock. So,
Yeah, I see him over there.
yeah.
Hey,
So,
hey, team, one quick question that you may have covered already, but valet service for skis or just bring them into the condo?
is that Goggles?
What up?
Hey, so yeah, hey, my fraternity brothers, I'm gonna warn you, do not feed them any bourbon. You'll never get rid of them. They're like animals. You know, if you
Yes.
feed them once, they'll just keep coming back.
That's
So-
not true. Maybe a
I
little.
think it is true.
No,
There's a lot of truth.
so actually there's ski lockers in the building. Each unit has their own ski locker. So
Okay, you did cover that. I must have
Yeah.
been drinking bourbon at the moment.
yeah, so that happens, but you saw how close we were to walk, so it's really not that big of a deal. It's not
Good.
quite the peaks at Telluride or the Cliff Lodge at Snowbird, but it ain't bad.
You and Roger couldn't find anything closer to the lift?
Well, if you could probably find somebody to pay, to be your little ski caddy. Maybe even Manzo would carry it for you.
That looks like a great spot right there at the bottom of the lift. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
very excited.
yeah, should be fun.
Yeah.
Anything
And-
else?
And if anybody wants to go hike up to the top of the mountain, just let me know. I'll take you up there.
Yeah,
Let's see if-
don't call me.
Don't call me. Okay,
Sounds
so if
good.
I stop sharing, then I can see everybody. Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. All right.
Look forward to seeing you all on Saturday in Albuquerque.
All right. See
All
you.
You
right.
gonna send out that presentation?
Good.
All right.
Terry, you going to
Lori.
send the presentation out?
Yeah, I'll send that presentation out. This should be recorded, so hopefully you can pull it off there. If not, if somebody needed to be on it, but I'll send out that presentation to everybody in the going on the trip. And if you don't see their email, forward it to them, please, because I don't have every single email. Okay?
Send us a link. I'm hoping to watch it again soon.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, I'll
I'm
bet
sure.
you are, Goggles.
It's good for late night, insomniacs,
Yeah, if you're having trouble falling asleep, you can see it again.
for sure.
Mr. Kopp, have you been out west yet this year, or is this your
Not-
first time?
This is going to be my first time. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it. I'm pumped.
That's
Yeah,
it.
me too.
Yep.
Looking.
All
We're going to have fun.
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes. Got my first vaccine shot on Friday too. So
Nice.
Geez.
yeah,
Well, Teddy's got both of hers, so
I heard that's awesome.
she's overachieving. You're
But
underachieving.
today,
So Teddy, were you on Howard Avenue in Tampa on the bars last night, standing on
No, I
tables,
wasn't.
screaming and hollering?
actually, I
weren't?
just flew in from skiing in Maine last night
Where were you skiing in Maine?
at Sugarloaf
Oh, how was it?
it was great, really
Oh,
nice.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
they
awesome.
got a bunch of snow up there, didn't they?
they had a lot of snow and it snowed every day we were there. Had a little
Awesome.
sunshine one day in the morning, but it was great.
Nice.
Keeping
All
up with
right.
my granddaughter.
Good deal.
Yeah, that sounds great. For you
It does.
Tampa Bay fans,
Yes.
us Steeler fans hate Tom Brady, but I got to tell you that was an unbelievable performance by that team last night.
Our
Yeah, it was.
defense played really well. I mean, to shut down KC.
Unbelievable. To keep Mahomes out of the end zone was unthinkable.
Unthinkable.
That
Yeah.
was absolutely an amazing performance, both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
so dominant.
So
Yep.
if you wear your Steelers jersey, I'll wear mine.
Okay, there you go.
That sounds great, but I don't know if I own one. I'll have to dig around the closet. I know my wife has one, but I won't fit in that.
I'll be wearing my Lightning jersey.
Oh, I'm
Yep,
sure you
I'll
guys are
have
gonna have
my
plenty to wear.
Marty St. Louis jersey on.
And
Awesome.
there, you can't wear the Rays because they're not champions. They just
Yeah.
won their division.
Yeah,
There's
we
6
have enough
divisions.
other teams in Tampa to choose from. We don't have to pick the second place team.
Now, we're now Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay,
yeah.
baby.
Tampa Bay.
All right, on that note, we'll see you guys later.
All right, see ya.
Signing off, Crooksies.
Ted the Hurricanes fan.
Yeah,
See ya.
exactly. He's out.
See you later, gang.
All right,
All
thank
right,
you.
see y'all.
Pretty Saturday.
Thanks,
Bye.
Terry.
Bye.
See y'all Saturday. Take care.
Okay.